To keep in your deep freezer for something really delicious to indulge in for dinner or for lunch, on a grill when the weather finally warms up where you are, or just pan frying them. These are the Chef Curtis Stone's huge customer pick, customer favorite, 6-ounce boneless pork ribeye steaks that are individually blast frozen in your choice of an 8-count or a 16-count with free shipping and on FlexPay. You can get that 8-count at home for under $13. You can get the 16-count at home for under $22. We're including for you his special blend of spices, although you really won't need them because your delicious pork ribeyes have been brined and they are perfectly seasoned, and so they are perfectly designed right out of your packaging to be cooked and then eaten. We're also including, and let me just find really quickly, we give you the recipe card with this as well. So there's a fun recipe for you to be able to try along with the seasonings, a one-day only price. Over 5,000 have been ordered. If you do have access to the internet, please go online to our website at hsn.com and check out the reviews because they are the nicest reviews. People love these pork ribeyes. They can't say enough nice things about them. And if you have a moment to call our show live, we enjoy talking to you, so call us. I'll be absolutely honored to say hello to you and to meet you, and then we can also connect you via Skype with Chef Curtis Stone so that you can talk to him directly. And so we would love to talk to you. Our item number to order is 095147. If you're a brand new shopper and you've never shopped with us before, you can not only call our toll-free 800 number, but you can also shop for today's special at any of our products at our website at hsn.com. And our today's special is available as a one-time purchase, but we also have something that we call auto ship, where you can continue to take advantage of this one-day only price going forward in the future with what we call the auto ship. You can have shipments scheduled for every 60 days, every 90 days, or you can customize it to your needs and your wants, and you can cancel at any time. So single ship or auto ship, and then we have 2 ship dates. We can ship right away. Well, you'll get these probably early next week sometime. And then we have another shipment where you can get the shipment in April 19th or so later on. So you let us know. One more little bit of business I want to get out the way if I can. If you open up an HSN card, we've got a terrific promotion that's happening where you get $40 off your first purchase. So that's a great way. If you don't have an HSN card, it's a nice little incentive to open up an account, and then you can turn around and use the $40 to get our today's special. So now that I've covered all of that, let's get to the food. And this is it's a deliberate purchase because Chef Curtis Stone, as you know, is an award-winning chef, but he also has an incredible award-winning restaurant, but he also has a butcher shop. And we are so fortunate to have him exclusively. His butcher shop is called Gwen, and it is located in Beverly Hills in Los Angeles. And if you're ever there, stop by. But Chef, you're bringing the butcher shop to us today. And I think that is so unique. Tell us a little bit about your background in the butcher shop, because I've worked with you for a long time, so I know that this is how you grew up. This is how you first developed your love for being in this business.
It is, Marlo. I started cutting meat when I was a kid. I was literally 18 years old. My first job was in a butcher shop, and I absolutely loved it, and I still do today. So I bought my first butcher shop nearly 5 years ago. Now, Gwen, I'm literally standing above it, and to me, it's a very humble job, but it's also very, very rewarding because you get out and meet the farmers. You get to see the very best of the best. Now, I've got these gorgeous pork ribeyes here. Let me cut them in half, Marlo, so you get to see the inside of the pork. Because the truth is, they can all get brown on the outside, but can they all be this juicy? And have a look at the result. I mean, it is just so succulent. It is like nothing you've ever had before, and I'll explain to you why. First of all, what's my #1 job as a butcher? It's to find the best meat, right? So I do that. This comes out of a little family-owned farm in Pennsylvania. All right, so it's Duroc. It's a heritage breed of pig. Very, very succulent and juicy by nature. But let me show you another thing. This is a ribeye. Now, I've got a beef ribeye and I have a pork ribeye for you. This is the beef. This is the stand-in rib of beef. That's the steak you cut off it. This is a stand-in rib of pork. That's the steak you cut off it. So it is the same quality. It is the same marbling. You can see that beautiful white flecked marbling that goes through that intermuscular fat. It is rich, it is tasty, it is succulent. Marlo, we also go ahead and brine these for you. What does that mean? It's the same thing you do with a turkey before Thanksgiving to add extra moisture. We put a little salt, a little citrus, a little black pepper. The flavor of these is second to none. Matt's gonna grab that for me, thanks, bud. I'm gonna show everybody here, Marlo. Look, watch this. I'll cut one of these, a nice big thick slice, and now watch what I can do. Using a fork, Marlo, it literally just falls apart like that because it is so tender. You don't even need a fork. You can pick it up and just separate it with your hands because that's how succulent and tender and juicy this pork ribeye is. Why don't you find, oh my goodness, that's so good. Wow, Marlo.
I gotta say this, I have these in my deep freezer. They are incredibly flavorful and they are super delicious. My #1 and #2 foods from Chef Curtis Stone, his salmon and his pork ribeyes. You try one of those, and honey, you've got yourself some good eating. You've got yourself some good eating all day, every day. By the way, we offered the salmon last hour. It is available, so you can ask about that. The pork ribeyes that we're featuring for you from day one. From day one, the reviews. They've sold out several times. They are an incredible customer pick. This price, this value, the free shipping and handling, the flex pay, all is to provide you with this succulent, yummy, incredible, unbelievable experience. So easy. Remember, you don't have to season them. We include that package of seasoning, but they've been perfectly brined. You're gonna, when you see all that juice and when you taste how tender these are. That's one of the things that people say all the time. They're so tender. Look at the reviews at the bottom of your television screen. Tender, flavorful, the best pork I've had in a long time. That's just one review. There are hundreds of reviews on these pork ribeyes. Call us and tell us your story. I want to hear your story, and I want you to try these. Free shipping and handling of all of our food. This is your spring kitchen event, and Chef Curtis Stone is anchoring this event. I love how they come packaged. These are 6 ounces, so they're a nice size. I've talked about portions. A general portion for protein is usually 3. This is double. When you think about a quarter pounder, that's 4 ounces. This is 6 ounces. So very generous cut, blast frozen and individual. So if you're a single person, or maybe your husband wants, or your partner wants something different, well, you can take out a portion for yourself. It's perfect for that. You just let us know if you want the 8 count or the 16 count. You get a little bit better buy with the 16 count because we don't double the price. So the 16 count is a better buy, but the 8 count has been the #1 bestseller. And then you decide if you would like to have these on single ship and auto ship. And on Facebook, I'm noticing that many of you are choosing the auto ship. That's what I always do. And here's why I do it. Now, look, I'm an employee here, so I know all the ins. You can always go in the back, and you can always cancel the auto ship. But after today, you can't opt back in, not at this price. So whenever you see the auto ship, if it's something that you know that you'll use or that you'll love, always choose the auto ship first, because they're automatically going to send you 1 shipment. And then if it's not what you want, or you don't think you want to be secure to it, there's no penalty to canceling it. So the auto ship is the best way to do it. And with auto ship, it's customizable. So we say, for instance, every 60 days, but you should know that you can customize it. Maybe for you, you want it every 90 days, or you want it more frequently. You can do that. And you continue to get that free shipping and handling. Now, if you don't have that HSN card, think about opening up an account, because that $40 off your first purchase when you open up a new account is the most generous that we offer. That'll take your 8 count down to about $10. But I want to hear your stories, and I want you to know that we are busy on our phone lines. Over 5,000 of these have been ordered on the day. We just have a few short hours remaining on the day. It's a 1-day only special. It is so perfect, Chef. I want to go back to you now, if we can, because this gives everyone an opportunity to be able to find a cut of meat that they cannot find in the supermarket. And that's important for us to circle back to, because We started off talking about Gwen. I know you're upstairs over the butcher shop, which there are customers right now that are down in the butcher shop that are buying, going into your butcher shop, asking for these specialty cuts of meat. You wanted to bring that to us directly here at HSN. And I think that we so appreciate that. I'm getting a lot of comments on our Facebook page. Customers really love your food. They love the value and these specialty foods that you deliver for us, Chef. So thank you for that.
Marla, it's my pleasure. Look at how versatile it is. I mean, look at this. I've done a stir fry, I've done kebabs, and I've done pork ribeye steak. So all three of these you can make. By the way, we have those side dishes that we were talking about earlier. Marlo, look at this. Oh, yeah. That's my mashed potato with a little creme fraiche. Let me show you the cream spinach as well right beside it. So that's the side dishes for Easter and beyond. And then, of course, if you want to put on your pork, go ahead and put it on. Whether it's the kebabs, whether it's the fajitas, even the steaks. I mean, look at these gorgeous ribeye steaks. Now, you asked me, Marlo, why don't you get these in the grocery store? I'll tell you why. Because you only get one ribeye per side of pork. Okay, so it's not like there's endless amounts of this. It's a very, very hard to get cut. The reason it's so sought after is because it's so juicy and wonderful. I mean, look at it. You can see it right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that crazy? It's so good. And Marlo, so these normally only ever go to restaurants. But because of my connections, I can bring them to my friends at HSN. I spoke to the small family farm that we get them from in Pennsylvania. I said, can we get enough? It's taken us this long to actually bring it to you as a Today Special, and we've been planning this for some time. So once this is gone, Marlo, we won't bring it back as a Today Special. I can guarantee you that, at least for another year, because that's how long it takes.
Well, I was going to say, that's important to know because, listen, spring arrives tomorrow, which means we've got a lot of summer, and I think this summer, if things, hopefully, I keep my fingers crossed that things continue to improve, right? We're gonna be out like crazy because we've all been cocooned in homes so long. So I can visualize you now when the weather warms up and you get out there and you put that radio on outside and you've got your shorts on and you're cleaning off that grill and you're gonna grill your pork ribeyes. I mean, you know, on a summer day where it's just too hot to even be outside, you can put those in that new air fryer that you just purchased. Over next to something that's very light. Maybe it's a side of corn or a nice salad on the side. Maybe it's tacos that you make. I mean, pork is a lean protein, which we love. These have been brined just with, you said, a little salt, a little black pepper, a little citrus flavor. I love that you can just take out one at a time. I love that personally. I'm single, so for me, the packaging is perfect for someone who's single, but even for a family, because I know everybody likes something a little different, you know? And if you're doing any food prep, it's perfect, because maybe you take out 2 or 3 pieces for the week and you can put those in the refrigerator to defrost. They're ideal. Great gift to send to someone, under $50, an amazing value. Allow that famous butcher shop from Los Angeles to be able to come directly to you, from Beverly Hills, California, to come directly to you. That's what we're doing today. And we're doing it in a big way. We're in over 90 million homes. It's our finest value of the day. We only choose the very best products to share with you as a Today's Special. As you know, we have tens of thousands of products. If you head over to our website, there are products that we never even air on HSN TV. But it has to be an incredible product, and your reviews say it all. Here's one from Maryland. These Curtis Stone pork ribeye steaks are wonderful. They're tender, they're flavorful, and they're easy to prepare. I echo that. By the way, look at that. You're looking at your television. Here's one from Georgia. Don't even hesitate to try these. I'm so glad I did. They're super moist and tender. Look at all the juice. Here's one from Michigan. These are the best. I've never had a ribeye pork steak before. I cooked in the air fryer and they are so tender. Notice the word tender and juicy comes up often in every review. Here's another one from Georgia. Great taste. They came frozen, individually wrapped, A+++. Enough said. And the final one from Oregon, exactly as depicted on the presentation. Tender, flavorful, the best pork I've had in a long, long time. And one more review I want to echo, Chef, our call from last hour, Kathy. I forgot what Kathy was calling from New Mexico. And remember she said, her and her husband was a chef, and she said that she would have been a millionaire. Did you hear her say that?
That's amazing.
She said she would have been a millionaire if she had your food back then in her restaurant.
I know, she's incredible.
So
I mean, Marlo, you saw me pan them in breadcrumbs, right? And now look at what I'm doing here. I've just gone ahead and cooked them on the grill pan. So you'll be taking these outside all summer long. Look how juicy they are, Marlo.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
the flavor of these is second to none. The eating experience is so divine, and you can see it right there. Now, I would advise you only cook these to 145. How do you know they're at 145? Let me show it to you. You pull it on out of the grill pan, you pull it out of the grill, you get your kinetic thermometer. Doesn't need a battery because it runs off kinetic energy, so just give it a little shake, pull that probe out from the back, and then you go ahead, you stick it into the thickest part of that beautiful pork ribeye. Oh, look, we're at 178. Okay, so that means, Marlo, we've overcooked them a little, right, compared with what I'm telling you to do. But hold on, I'm going to get a couple more out, because even though we've cooked these to well done, wait until you see how juicy they still are.
So pork,
even
you know,
when
it's
they're
something
well
that
done.
you taught us, Chef, and I apologize for kind of talking over you, so please forgive me for that. But
No
pork,
problem.
like the salmon, because I remember the first time when you did the salmon, it was pink inside. I remember we got so many comments on Facebook. Remember that? And people were like, can you eat salmon pink like that on the inside? So talk to us a little bit about pork, because pork you can have a little bit of pink in the inside on pork as well.
You know what, Marlo? You used to be able to only eat pork when it was well done, right? And that was because the pork production wasn't what it is today. These days, you can still eat pork when it's pink. Now, I suggest 145, so that's medium. You can cook it all the way to 165 like I have here, and you can see it's still juicy, so it's totally up to you. Now, this comes from Amish country, so these animals have been well taken care of. Marlo, it's a very important part of my business. I will not work with farmers that don't respect their animals. I make sure that what you put in your body, what I give to my kids, is the best. It's natural. It is the best process that's gone through the entire farming process, and then, of course, the butchering process as well.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Yeah. I'm cutting into a piece. I love that they're 6 ounces. They're so easy to, see, that's how I love to prepare my foods. Because for me, you know, that and a little salad or some steamed, you know, some steamed vegetables, perfect. Easy. I love easy. Was that a little barbecue sauce that you added, Chef?
That's right. This is a little honey mustard, sweet mustard. I've got the barbecue sauce next to it, and then this is the ketchup, which is the homemade ketchup. So very simple and easy to do, Marlo, and all 3 of them are coming to you. Now, let me come back over, Marlo. I want you to show you what you're taking home. You get all 16 of these. Look at these beautiful pork ribeyes. I mean, the value, Marlo, will never be repeated. I'm just telling you. We will never, ever be able to do this again. We've done it because we want everyone to get this home for Easter. We want you to have it for Mother's Day, for Father's Day. Of course, you're in charge. Choose 8, choose 16. They all come the same way. Perfectly flash frozen. Right, listen. So they come to you on dry ice, so you can stick the whole lot in the freezer, and when you want one, you just take it on out, right? You defrost it. If you want to defrost it even faster, stick it on the steam function on my new air fry steamer. It'll take 2 minutes to defrost. It really is such a wonderful little tool. I'm going to show everyone one more time, Marlo, because I just got a phone call before we came on air saying, we're going to have to start doing less time on this because otherwise we're not going to make it with the quantity that we've got. So grab it while you can. You can get the beef ribeye and have a look at it. Comes off the standing rib of beef. You can get the pork ribeye. It's the exact same cut, the exact same steak. And you can see that beautiful marbling, that gorgeous tenderness, those little flecks of white all the way through, Marlo, and that's the intermuscular fat that makes it so rich and delicious.
Hey, Chef, I do want to mention to everyone that those beef ribeyes are actually available. So if you have an appetite for the beef ribeyes, you can go online. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to do that anyway. You know, in our 2-hour show, we only have enough time to showcase a certain amount of items, but everything that we sell is always on our website. So if you're interested in any of the beef products, he's got beef sliders, he has shrimp, he has scallops, crab cakes. little filet medallions. I can't think of it all, but there's a lot of food there. But you know what? That brings me right back to the pork ribeyes. So you've got to wonder, gosh, if he has so much food, why the pork ribeyes? Where they're perfect for Easter, obviously. They're perfect for Mother's Day and Father's Day. But this is a wonderful, lean, delicious, tender, juicy protein that you can cook in so many wonderful ways. And Chef,
look at that.
I see that you've done something really unique here. Tell me a little bit about how you've done it here. It looks like you've pounded it out and flattened it out. Is that what you did?
Marla. We sure did. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, now I bet that's good.
It is so crunchy and wonderful.
I'd love to have a bite of that.
Oh, tell me about it. I mean, look, of course, this isn't just any old pork cutlet. It's not any old pork chop. This is the pork
look at
ribeye,
that.
so the flavor.
Look at the
Marla,
portion, look at the amount.
You can see the quantity. So if one of these is enough for 2 of you, and by the way, you could finish it off with that little dry rub. Everyone is taking home this gorgeous dry rub, so I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit over the top. If you think about this, if this is enough for 2 of you, guess what? $2.50 is the portion price. I mean, what can you get for $2.50?
Can't really think of very much. I
can't even get a coffee.
I was gonna say, definitely not at the popular gourmet place. Okay, I wanna get you involved because we only have a minute or so remaining. Now, our today's special is designed to last all day. This has been very popular, well over 5,000. I think we're approaching almost 6,000 now that have been ordered, which is wonderful. So thank you, there's your counter, 5,889. Place your order with us. It's our finest value of the day. You'll let us know if you want the 8 count or the 16 count. They're both being offered on our interest-free FlexPay. You just use a major credit card. That's a nice way to shop. You gotta shop for groceries anyway. You're gonna be shopping for protein anyway, and when it's interest-free, why not? It's something that your family, you're going to eat, that's for sure. And I love the interest-free payments, and for me, like so many of you, I'm a big foodie. I do like to know where my foods are sourced from, and I am a big advocate on high quality foods. I've learned that. Your health is your wealth, and so you wanna eat high quality proteins, high quality foods. And that's what I love so much about this. And listen, it doesn't hurt that it's real tender and juicy and flavorful too. I mean, come on. I mean, who doesn't want to enjoy the pleasures of life? And one of the great pleasures in life is eating delicious foods. And so we know we can always count on Chef Curtis Stone to bring it to us. Choose single ship or auto ship, 8 or 16 count. The 16 count is a much better buy because we double the amount of foods, but we don't double the price. You're looking at either $13 a month or $22 a month. You decide what you can afford for your family, but one day only, and then we've got the auto ship, which is what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, online, Carol Gregory said that she just ordered the 16 count and she canceled her older auto ship. I actually think I'm on auto ship for the older one. I've got to go home and check my auto ships. And if so, I'm going to cancel too, because you've heard it directly from the chef. We won't have another buy that's better than the pork ribeye today's special than today. We'll certainly sell a heck of a lot of these pork ribeyes for the rest of the year. They always sell out. They're always a customer pick. The reviews are always wonderful. But for today, we've decided to make these our best buy of the day. And if you would like to shop, come on in. We had a food fight question earlier about, do you like your foods to touch or not? Here's some of your reviews. Resoundingly, most of you don't mind if your foods touch at all. Annie Shelton says, I have no problem with my food touching. Kathleen is talking about the electric knife. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Linda McNeil says, no touching. She doesn't like her food to touch. She says, she says, no social distancing needed for my food, which is a really cute comment. I love that, Linda McNeil. Cece Rice says, I don't mind my food touching. Raquel Navis says she's watching HSN, thank you. And Darlene Spake said, food touching, it's all good. So resoundingly, most of you don't mind, but producer Stan says no food touching. Even when he was a kid, his parents had the food device